They put the camera on this like golf cart kind of thing. They like went really fast, and I had to like run and catch up to it. And he played like the Terminator, like to chase.
I got it in my head. I know it. Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like he helped you guys out more than me, because when I was doing my stunt scenes, we were doing like jazz.
You're like, can I do something a little cooler, just a little more? Here we go, Percy Jackson back in the house. Welcome back, guys. It's so good to see some friendly, familiar faces, some new friends. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Thank you for
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Coming off of yesterday was your big day. I mean, we have some veterans here. Hall H, did you have the nerves this time? Now you know the drill. How do you feel?
It's always scary. I mean, there's so many people in there, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it went really, really well, and you know, it's always a good crowd. You know, all the Percy fans, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have like a great game plan, and then you get up there, and then you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, the brain goes blank. You're like, what?
No, I was backstage with Charlie and I was like giggling my face off, and he was like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "I forgot everything that I'm supposed to say."
You survived. You're still here. We have one newbie to Comic-Con, I assume. But you guys were here before, right?
No, we were
here?
first time. Yeah.
The whole back row is new to Comic-Con. Okay. Did you warn your friends, prep your friends?
Not at all.
Told him it was really easy.
It's gonna be like 3 guys.
I mean,
Just a couple fans.
You're like, you have to go through what we went through. You have to experience it for yourself.
Sure. I was like, yo, when you get on the stage and stuff, you can be like, it's people here.
7 people.
And then I was like, but just make sure that once you do like this and cover the lights, because you know, like once the lights come to your face, you can't see anything.
Right.
I was like, guys, once you do like this, I was like, you're gonna see like a gazillion people just like in the back row and on and on and on and on. And when we got up there, I did that, and I literally like scared myself. Even. It was like a bunch of people up there.
Well, there are 6,000 people behind the camera here that you can't see, but
great.
they're in the room. They're just being very quiet and respectful for you guys right now.
It's really impressive, actually.
Right there.
So, like, we've talked about like encountering the fans. Obviously, the fans are intense around this kind of show. When they see you, do they call you by your character name, your real name? Like, what do you get now, generally?
yeah,
It's
bit
a
of
good
both.
mix.
Yeah,
Both.
it's kind of both. I feel like I get mostly my name though.
That's good.
But it's either like Leah or Leia.
Do you correct them? Do you like?
Nope. I just
I'll take anything. Whatever. You
Yeah,
got it.
I get a lot of Walter.
Yeah, you respond to anything.
Yeah, because I'm the first D23.
Yeah.
Where you know, the 3 of us walked out, and it was with Rick. Rick accidentally said Walter instead of Walker, and it's happened like 5 times, like a curse. I don't know.
Walter, you're doing great though. Congratulations
you.
on everything.
Thank you so much.
And you said you wanted some How to Train Your Dragon questions from me.
Yes, I want some How to Train Your Dragon questions.
Congratulations, you were amazing in the film.
Thank you so much. I did a really great job.
You were a great Toothless.
Thank you.
He played all the roles.
I think I've played a really amazing Astrid. That last, I really want to talk about that kissing scene between me and Mason. It's just we had such great chemistry.
It was amazing.
We did such a great job.
I got chills. I had a teardrop.
Me too. It's great.
What latest fan questions that they're asking you when they see you out in the wild? What do they want to know lately? Any memorable
Anything
interactions?
about season 2 or 3?
No, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All about season 2.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's,
Okay.
on behalf of all the
Let's get into
fans, what's up with season 2?
You tell me, man.
you,
Thank you
you-
for a very specific question.
Not you, but there's a whole lot of water.
Spoiler. Yeah.
A lot of explosions,
Explosions. Okay,
Explosions.
explosions, water.
Action, sword fighting.
Yeah.
sword fighting,
Okay.
Wardrobe.
More violent.
Okay.
Yeah.
blood.
Undead Navy people.
What more can you
Giants.
ask for?
Massive monsters.
Like
Monsters.
Yeah.
Sidonians.
Yeah. Ironclad.
Any action moment that you're particularly proud of?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
What do you
yeah.
got?
Oh, yeah.
Something?
For
Can you
sure.
tease? What's a moment on set this season that you're like, I nailed it. This
I'm
is
trying
awesome.
to see, is there one where I'm like where I can't spoil it? Well, I'll say the chariots for now. That was like one of my proudest ones too. You know, like when do you ever just hear someone walking on the street and you just ask them like, hey, how's your day going? They said, I just did a chariot scene with horses and everything. So like, you know, like just doing that for a show is honestly really amazing. Kind of made me feel like a gladiator movement, you know.
Yeah, and we had just watched Gladiator too.
Yeah, that's the time it was coming
I'm
out.
one of those guys now.
Like it didn't
Amazing.
just come out when we were doing it.
Anyone else have a moment of the season that like stood out as like, you got something?
Yeah, I mean, I got to go underwater. That was great. I got to do all the free diving training that Walker got to do for season 1, and that was sick. Work out with some experts for like a few months, and then learn how to kind of like sit there for a few minutes and kind of do our thing. And then one that I can't spoil that has to do with some fire. And that was like probably the sickest moment of my life.
Probably the coolest shot I've ever seen.
I literally teared up when I saw it, like the playback. It was just like
some
I was
awesome
like, this
music
is my Tom Cruise moment. I've made it. This
Our
is I can
producer
die
put,
now.
like Back in Black over there.
Yeah.
It was sick. I remember I got to have my like DC Marvel moment. I got put on wires and I was in this machine that I'm not going to talk about, but I was in this machine and I jumped on the machine and saw someone falling and did like the Deadpool like slide across like the ironclad. I was like, give me your hand. It was really sick.
Oh, I seen it.
Sounds pretty sick.
I saw when we were. Oh wait, I was about to spoil the whole thing.
Don't spoil. Girl.
So close.
I need some more media training.
There's some nice symmetry here because as I recall last year, you were announced.
I
as joining
remember
the
you guys
cast.
talking about me. You were very nice. I appreciate it.
We were very excited. You're still here.
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah, I
you did
haven't
it.
been fired yet. It's good. Yeah.
Not yet.
But there's a lot of pressure. That's an exciting role
Yeah.
for a show that has a lot of eyeballs on it. What was it like joining season 2?
I think this part is like more terrifying than it was to start off with. I think again, like they accepted me so quickly, which was amazing. I think if they had like bullied me or been like mean, I think it would have been a lot more tense. But like they're like the best human beings ever. So
Well,
he made it through the
From
hazing
bottom,
ritual.
how would you-
No, we always put Walker last.
Obviously,
is
yeah.
the kind of like the running thing.
Yeah.
No,
It's just a joke though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
Joke,
cat
yeah.
Just a joke, guys.
Yes, dude. Yes.
It's all revenge for how he treats Tyson. But no, it genuinely went really, really well. I think now with like all the promo, it's like I think that's the thing with like the eye coming out where I'm just like very excited for people to see it, but a lot of like kind of like pressure there that I wasn't feeling as much earlier. I think we were just locked into the work before.
Yep.
So yeah, now it's just sitting with it.
We talked about his casting. You were very excited about establishing this relationship. Can you talk a little bit about like, I don't know, creating this very important relationship?
Well, I was really nervous, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's hard to, like, imagine Tyson in live action, you know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, a key part of, you know, making his character work is having our relationship work, you know, Percy and Tyson's. And I feel like it came so easily, you know? I was really nervous that, not that we weren't going to get along. We met at the audition and immediately we started talking about how we were both such huge fans of the books and we had like the same trident necklace already. You know, it kind of just immediately happened and, you know, yeah, it's pretty quick.
We always like to talk about music on set, inspiration. As I recall when I spoke to you guys last year, Dior was mentioned as the one with like the playlist, like the best musical taste. Does that hold up in season 2? Are you still carrying the musical crown this season?
Yes. Well, no, actually, everybody has really good music taste. Like, they put me on Tame Impala, which was like really, really fire.
Take responsibility for
Yeah.
I also,
no.
I will say,
They stepped up.
Charlie brought his car up, and so he drives us around
Yes,
a lot.
Midnight.
Yeah.
And so we listen to a lot of his music in the car.
Guess who
and
his
Lot
favorite
of-
artist is?
I have no
Okay,
idea.
Great music
Yeah,
taste.
just
well,
take a gander.
I got nothing.
Uh,
What do you got?
No, but no, yeah. Me and Aryan had a lot of late night drives playing some Frank
Just
Ocean.
us two.
Oh yeah?
Just the two of us. It was great.
When it gets really quiet.
I missed that.
This is the first time hearing of it.
Left out again.
Okay, don't worry.
Where were you? What was going on?
I was busy working.
Yeah.
School or something.
Yeah, most played musical artist this past season, you think, on set? What do you think?
Wait,
Actually,
like
we-
most played
Because
music?
Jason
Yeah,
plays
one of
like
our-
a different genre every day. Like
Okay.
one of our directors, Jason, he's amazing. He's so great. He directed a lot of the Ironclad episodes, but he has this speaker that he brings around with him, like to each set. So in between takes, he'll just be playing music. Sometimes it's just to keep everybody just like spirits up, but other times it's to get you in the vibe. Like I remember I asked him to play, what was it? Hoist the Colors by Bobby Bass. You know that one that yo ho, that one for all the Ironclad stuff. But I think, on set consensus musical artists, I don't think we could. Is different.
You know, he played. Were you there? It was on Princess Andromeda, and he
Yeah.
played like Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso. Yes.
Oh yeah, he did.
And everyone
What-
was like throwing the beach balls in the pool and stuff. Like when I tell
Oh,
you,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Princess Andromeda set literally like felt like a mini like
felt like a
Disney
real
cruise.
cruise.
Yeah, we
Like,
actually
I
felt
swear.
like we were on a
Entire
cruise
deck.
ship.
At
Like in the
sunset?
It was
He
nuts.
played the Terminator 2
Yeah.
chase
Did he
sequence during. I had to do like a scene where I was like running and think you see a little bit of it in the trailer, but it was like they put the camera on this like golf cart kind of thing. They like went really fast, and I had to like run and catch up to it. And he played like the Terminator, like to chase.
I got it in my
with,
head. I know it. Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like he
No.
helped you
I
guys
don't want
out
that.
more than me, because when,
What
when I
did you
was
play
doing
for
my
you?
stunt scenes, we were doing like jazz.
You're like, can I get something a little cooler, just a little more?
Well, yeah, I got like a lot of old like classical music as well. But honestly, I feel like that works for Luke. I feel like,
does.
especially in like his little Admiralty suite on the Princess Andromeda, like.
You get unsquare dance.
So obviously Percy draws a lot on the Odyssey. Do you feel like Christopher Nolan is like stealing your stuff now? He's doing the Odyssey.
100%.
Yeah.
The second I saw
Yeah,
that,
I
I was
mean,
like,
we did it first. We did it
riding
better.
the Percy Jackson coattail. No. I'm actually really excited for that movie.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the Odyssey.
Me too.
I'm
The
really looking
cast
forward
is
to it.
amazing.
This
It's like
season-
fully stacked.
There's always like every season follows like a different kind of Greek story. You know what I mean?
Right.
Season 2 is definitely the Odyssey.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like cool that we're gonna both be having these like the show and the movie coming out at like a similar time. You know, it's
It's
really
good.
Really
Actually
similar
really
vibe
sick,
too,
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I was gonna say, really? But yeah, you and Matt Damon can now have
we're
a
very
little
very
conversation.
similar and
You're up for the
in
same
the way that we
roles.
both had to, you know, gain as much muscle as we did.
Right.
For
Right.
our
You don't want to show
roles.
him up. You were gonna do this
Yeah.
shirtless today, but you decided to put this on at the last minute.
Oh.
It's just, yeah, it's very. This is like an extra large. It's very hard to find shirts that fit me.
Timeline-wise, are we already in season 3? Are you shooting season 3 or prep mode? Where are we at?
Prepping.
We're prepping, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much do we know about season 3? Can we tease even anything about the third?
Well, we just got our incredible new
cast
Nico and
members.
Yeah.
Bianca castings.
Yep.
There's
They're
not going to be a
amazing.
lot of water. Is that better
That's
to
a
say?
relief, maybe.
It's not a ton of water.
But like a big shift, as you kind of alluded to, sets-wise. Like I remember talking about you guys. There was a lot of volume stuff in the first one, but it must have been really cool to these like giant, like physical sets.
Almost
Yeah.
everything was practical this year. It was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, it's different because also the third season, it would be more like based in the wintertime.
Right.
So obviously right now, if we were to start like, it's hot right now and you're not just gonna find like snow anywhere. So like that would be more in the studio. Like if you're doing like a tour walk around of like the set and stuff and like barely had any locations in there and things. Like it was like 1 or 2, but most of them are all in the studio this time.
Gotcha.
We still got a lot of like. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but like,
Yeah.
there's some like huge sets they're building. I was shocked
Yes.
when I came in for season 3.
Like they're taking up sound stages worth of space.
Huge
It's actually
sound
Yeah.
stage. It's like
incredible.
insane. It's massive,
Yeah.
and it's like you said, it's all in the winter. And
Love
and
it.
usually how this works out is like, I remember season 2, like one of the first couple days that Daniel and I filmed, we had to do this giant scene where we're running through the woods, and there's like, you know, Laestrygonians chasing us, and you see a little bit of it in the trailer. But like that's like the only time we're ever wearing jackets, and the rest of the time we're in t-shirts in the
Yeah.
winter.
Right.
So it's like it always ends up working out that way for some reason.
Thank you guys always for stopping by. It wouldn't be Comic
Thank
Con
you for
without
having
you.
us.
so much.
Good to see you all.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
I
for
always look
having
forward
us.
to,
We did it.
your interviews.
Thank you, buddy. Good to see you all.
Hope to see you soon.